Now let me take you back for a second or two. Childhood raps take you back for a minute, when times were more simple and you lived with your parents. Before you went to college and you started paying taxes. Remember these shows that you watched as a kid. Childhood raps take you back.
Okay, beautiful passengers, as you can tell, we are still at the home location. It has been a weekend where I was able to actually get some things actually recorded for a change at the house, as opposed to always being busy. So the wife is at a baby shower, and it's for a cousin that we really don't speak to that much. So I'm like, I ain't gonna know none of her friends, so what's the point of me going, right? So last episode of MLP season 9 series everything, I broke out one of my old cups. MLP, gonna drink my water from that this time around. Moved old Trixie and Starlight, moved them up to the top shelf so they're able to be seen. Got my big old shelf over there full of my MLP stuff. It is time to watch The Last Problem. We watched them defeat, well, not necessarily Grogar. It was Discord in disguise of Grogar. But, you know, what do we expect? It's Discord, right? So, yeah, we watched them defeat that, you know, Grogar and Chrysalis. Well, like I said, not Grogar, but you know what I mean. Chrysalis, T-Rex, Cozy Glow. It was not the best, but I've seen worse series finals. So, yeah. One last problem, though, to tie everything up together, I guess. I'm not entirely sure exactly what we're going to get. Maybe just a reminiscence. Oh, hopefully I said the word right. Just maybe a dang it, now I can't say the word at all. Maybe a reminiscence. Screw it, y'all know what I'm saying. So maybe that kind of episode where we just look back on everything. I don't know exactly what we're going to do. So, yeah. I guess there ain't nothing else to do but get it over with, and then we get to sit here and wait for Generation 5 to come out. I don't know exactly what to expect from Generation 5. I know we had some leaks a while back and stuff like that, and they're saying all sorts of stuff about the, you know, what Generation 5 is going to be like, but honestly, I have no idea. Generation 5 is just going to be its own thing, just like this was its own thing. Hopefully, they'll still remember their target demographic, because let's just be honest. People like me, people like you, we're the target demographic. We're the ones buying this kind of stuff. We're the ones buying that kind of stuff. We're the ones paying the money for this stuff. So, we're the target demographic. So, yeah. I'm going to shut up and we're going to watch this last problem. Hopefully, the youngest boy out there, the wife's at a baby shower like I already said, but youngest boy is playing Smash Brothers, and I already told him, you know the drill. Ignore everything I say. It's out of context. 3, 2, 1, and play.
I got here as soon as I could, but Friendship Ambassador is a full-time job.
Okay, so we went into the future? Oh!
But I'm glad you could come.
Now we get to see Twilight with wavy hair.
Ever since I took over Celestia's
Okay.
focus has been on teaching magic.
That looks weird.
My top student is the most important lesson of all.
Not gonna lie.
Let's just say it'll be good to have my royal advisor, Alice.
Gallus. He's a royal guard. Awesome.
I see.
Okay, so
Spent weeks in the library.
this is the last problem.
There's a lot of
You've got a student of your own who's just like you.
Come to the right place.
but that's just it. I don't want to make friends.
What?
That's a weird looking spike. I can't help that.
Magic than make friends. Ultimately, a waste of time.
Ha!
I know you and your friends accomplished a lot. That was so long ago, and as far as I can see, you rule by yourself now.
Hello, royal advisor right here.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Wait, she rules by herself? Where's the rest of the main 6?
Ultimately fade.
Okay, so we had the same intro as we've always had for the last 2 seasons.
Friendships take work. and there's
The Last Problem, written by Josh Harber.
Aha!
Power Ponies.
See? An issue of Power Ponies. Now aren't you glad we triple checked?
Thanks, but I already read this one. I don't need to take it to Camelot.
Just because things change doesn't mean you leave everything you love behind.
Look around me.
You're not still worried about moving Equestria?
No.
She's got a point.
It took some time, but I've never been more ready for anything in my life. Just because I'm ready to sit on the throne in Camelot doesn't mean I'm ready to leave Ponyville.
Okay, so pretty much this episode is going to be about us finding out what the rest of the main six are going to do after Twilight moves to Camelot.
Of course not. Change is natural, like the seasons.
Hey, we're back in the Pinky Cave.
Obviously the cakes are handled, but there's the whole rest of the party to stay on top of.
What more work to do before the coronation?
Well, your friends sure seem like they're really working hard for your coronation.
I myself am considering opening boutiques for non-ponies. Things, you see, darling, change can be fabulous if you embrace it.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out the one last problem here.
Starlight is supposed to come over.
Is the last problem going to be Twilight not wanting to leave? Is the last problem the student not wanting to make
I
friends?
think you're right, Twilight.
Or is the last problem just a cluster mess of last problems?
I don't think the Power Ponies care, Spike. Who knows when the fireworks display should start? But does any pony really believe that? And I still need to pick up food for the swans and doves who flew ahead to
Sounds like Pinkie Pie and Gummy are having problems. Like when Fluttershy and Angel Bunny had their
I'd
problems.
as well take the train alone, too. Before I moved to Ponyville, I didn't really know what friendship was. You've all taught me so much. I can't believe it all might be ending. But when I imagine
Okay,
all I can think about is that we won't be together.
whatever.
I'm moving away from you and it's terrifying.
What if we don't stay friends?
Oh, come on. You five still live in Ponyville. She's the only one moving.
No, it's weird, but knowing you're all as upset as I am makes me less.
Oh, gosh.
That's nice.
That's kind of mean.
More worried about missing the train to Camelot.
Sorry I'm so late.
Hey, Starlight.
The only thing I'm worried about is Gummy handling the fireworks display. But I'm sure it's fine. Well, it could always be worse.
Every time anybody says something like that, you know better than to say that kind of stuff.
Goodness, Twilight, are you all right? Citizens of Equestria and beyond.
I like that. And beyond. Okay, chill out. You yaks.
And I have ruled this land for quite some time, but even we know that change eventually comes to us all. And though we know it can be unsettling, it's as natural.
That's a nice little pan over that we're getting here, seeing all the different ponies and creatures and Discord.
Sorry.
You look like the ruler now. Why would you have to apologize? And that was a pretty cool idea.
Twilight.
Oh, goodness. Okay, obviously there's a bunch of chaos. But what do you expect from Twilight's Day? I mean, come on.
Sorry I'm late, but it is so hard to find a sitter with a sense of humor for Little Cheese.
Oh! Little Cheese!
I would have been here sooner, but
What?
you not believe how busy instead of always doing everything yourself.
Maybe I would if you did them the right way. Oh, sorry. We're not the last ones, are we?
Oh, okay. Discord and Fluttershy. What? This is all for all the shippers.
Aren't together all the time now that we aren't friends.
That's-
That's not the point of my story.
What did you get her? Oh, a photo album.
Aww, it's a book of memories.
Oh, that was nice.
No matter how much things change, we always have this to look back on. I love it. Thank you so much. But I don't want to only look back. Obviously, the coronation.
It's time to look forward as well.
It's our relationships that really count. Establish this council of friendship.
Okay, so
And what a wonderful
when we're in the future now, why isn't Starlight there?
That whatever adversity you faced, you and your friends would find your way through it together.
But mostly, it's how we keep in touch.
Little cheese.
Sometimes friendships can be hard, and it takes work to maintain them.
Well, where's Starlight in all this? I mean, come on.
And I don't mind work. I guess if they don't have to fade away.
When I started out,
Okay, song.
I thought I knew all that I needed, didn't know what to expect. This is where the magic
Oh! She's gonna go to Ponyville to the School of Friendship. Duh! Because the simplicity of it is if you don't know where to begin when it comes to friendship, you go to the School of Friendship. Or you just go to Ponyville and make friends. Yep, okay, I was right. She is going to be at the School of Friendship. There's Starlight and her vice principal. Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, and their instructors. Nice. Ah, yes. Big Mac had him a little old Mac himself. Ah. Oh. Yes. Okay, so this is pretty nice right here. We get to be able to see everybody. It's still a little freaky seeing Twilight like this, but whatever. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe, just maybe, that'll be our Generation 5. Okay, I can't say I'm disappointed, because I'm not entirely. Actually, no, I'm not disappointed at all, because this was a pretty good ending, and this fits more than the, part 1 and part 2 of the ending of the end. This actually fits, because it helps guide for the future. Instead of, I'll just let it play out, instead of closing the laptop. It helps guide for the future, as opposed to just, trying to end everything in a nice little ribbon. Well, granted, that's what this did, was end it all in a nice little ribbon. But we didn't have it end just right there on, Twilight and the rest of the main 6 defeats Cozy Glow, Chrysalis and T-Rex. So we didn't end there. We actually had another episode to help us move forward and past all that. There's so many great things. Okay, I'll go ahead and tackle the whole Applejack and Rainbow Dash thing. That officially makes that canon. So, yes, we all know my points of view and blah 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 blah. But that is the way to represent. You don't make a big hoopla about it and say, look, woo! No, it's just there. Just like every other relationship. It's just there. I'm not ecstatic about it or nothing like that. I mean, it is a kid's show. I still believe it should be up to the parents to discuss these kinds of things with the kids. But if you're going to have it there, don't just make it blatantly like, poof, we're going to throw it in your face whether you like it or not. So, it's good to have it there, but it leaves the opportunity open for the parents to talk to their kids about it if they so choose to. And yes, I know that's a, controversial subject and all that stuff, but when you're doing stuff like this, I believe that it should be, however the parents are raising their children, should be up to the parent how they discuss that. It shouldn't be up to the cartoon itself. And no, I don't want relationships necessarily in any show. You're always going to have those ships out there, don't get me wrong, but I don't necessarily want any type of relationship out there. Whatever happened to the cartoons where there's just the cartoon, like Looney Tunes or something? Yes, of course, we got Pepe Le Pew always trying to go after a girl, but whatever happened to just cartoons being cartoons, like Wile E. Coyote chasing after Roadrunner and stuff like that? There was no relationships there. Whatever. I'll do like a little Chris Chan, and if you know who Chris Chan is, I'm sorry, but I'll use Chris Chan's favorite word. I digress. Let's move on to the next one. Cheese sandwich, Pinkie Pie. We didn't get to see Cheese Sandwich other than a little snippet of, during the song where they're all fading to all the different background ponies. But we did get to see Little Cheese. So, cool beans on that. We didn't really get much of Starlight. We saw her as a principal with Sunburst and, her vice principal. We didn't see Twilight, though. Not Twilight. Doy. We didn't see Trixie. So, unless I just flat out missed her. I don't know. So, yeah. Goodness gracious. Then we got Fluttershy and Discord. I think what this episode was all about was just letting a lot of the fanships out there just be there. Such as Fluttershy and Discord. Everyone knew it was there. Everyone knew it was there. Because Big Mac and Spike and Angel Bunny, they were all saying, look, Discord, we all know you like Fluttershy. So, we all knew it was there. So, other than that, who else was there? Rarity, she didn't necessarily have anybody, but she did expand her clothing empire to Yak-Yakistan. So we had her making clothing for the Yaks and stuff like that. So that was a good thing. There's just so much there that's kind of wraps everything up. And what I'd honestly like to see for Generation 5, we'd have these main 6 become background ponies. That's what I would like to see. Generation 5, because now we're sitting here playing the waiting game for Generation 5. So now I get to talk about Generation 5 and what I'd like to see. I believe they're still going to be, from what I remember on the leaks for Generation 5, I believe what they're going to do is still use the main 6, but have them change up whether they're Earth ponies, Pegasi, and, unicorns. So, but I don't want them to do that. I want them to spin off from this show. This show, they could easily now, oh my gosh, they could so easily spin off from this series, Friendship is Magic, Generation 4. They can then go to Generation 5 with, I can't remember the name of the little girl, but it was something Dawn. I wish I could remember, but I can't remember for some reason, and yes, I'm cracking my knuckles, but they could easily spin off. She walked away with 4 other friends. We can have a main 5. We don't have to have a main 6. And we could do like Power Rangers later on down the road. We could have a main 5 and then have a 6th friend later on, just like we had a 7th friend later on with Starlight. But then the main 6 of Friendship is Magic become background ponies. They're just in the background, chilling out, hanging out. They're adults now. They're just back there doing their own thing. The story is no longer about them, and we just drop in on these 6 creatures. Not the student 6. Maybe the student 6 would become teachers. Like, we got the CMC. They're teachers now. So, and then we could still have Starlight as a principal. She's a fan favorite. Some people don't like her. I do. We could still have her there. I mean, you could spin this off into a Generation 5. Personally, that's what I would rather have. But, it is what it is. I'll give Generation 5 a shot either way. So, with that said, I am finished running my mouth. I've talked a lot. I'm done running my mouth. It is now up to y'all. Y'all get to talk. I get to respond to y'all. We just get to talk down in the comments below about everything that we just watched. And I guess reminisce, now that I can say that word, reminisce about whatever. So, yeah. Hit the like. Tickle the subscribe. Don't be texting and driving. And as Mr. Rogers always says,
and I like you as you are, I do.